Well, hey guys, what's up? It's been a while since I made the next part of this series, and it is going to be What if Naruto went back in time? So, first of all, I would like to tell you guys that I have made a second channel for myself because someone suggested me that I should make a separate channel for Dragon Ball What Ifs. So, I'm going to make the next of my Dragon Ball What Ifs in that channel. The name of that channel will be AI Legends 2. And you guys, if you guys really like my videos and like the way how I speak and make the contact, so you should subscribe to that channel as well because I'm putting a lot of effort to that channel so that it can grow in time. So I would like you guys to subscribe to my channel as the link will be in description. So you guys just have to subscribe there, please guys. It is a request from me. So if you guys really like the videos, then you should subscribe to that channel as well. Even if you guys are not the fan of Dragon Ball, just subscribe there and don't see a single video. I will not mind it anyways. So without wasting any time, you guys should subscribe. But anyways, let us begin this what if. As the last time we left off when Chunin exams happened, as the last battle was between Naruto and Sasuke. As the battle was great, but in the end Naruto won and all of them were promoted, such as Neji, Shikamaru, Naruto, Sasuke. They were promoted to Chunins as they wanted to promote Naruto and Sasuke to Jonins, but still it was Chunin rank because they need some experience. As then, the future Naruto suggested that they should go on a training trip with their respective masters as Sakura. As far as I remember, it was Hinata. Yes, Hinata should be with Tsunade because she can teach her medical ninjutsu as Naruto told Sakura to be with the Tsunade as well because she can teach her as well, as both of them should be the student of legendary Sanin Tsunade. As for Sasuke, he should go with Orochimaru as Naruto has read the mind of Orochimaru and by using the Rinnegan he has erased every bad thoughts and bad intentions of Orochimaru. It is like he is in the Genjutsu of Shisui. You know that genjutsu that can manipulate your mind of thinking a certain thing that person wants you to think or to say or to do, as he is in that type of genjutsu, as Naruto had several abilities in his Rinnegan and Naruto has already given him what he wanted, the immortality, that he can clone himself and switch bodies in those bodies and be immortal forever. So Orochimaru was okay with that. Though Minato has some problem or but Naruto was able to convince him, as Naruto told Minato that the present Naruto should go with the Jiraiya, yes, because he remembered that how strong of a bond he had with Jiraiya. So he told Minato that Naruto should go with him. He will be able to teach him a lot of things, as Minato agreed to that and they went off. As for Naruto, he has to stay in the village and he start to train even further, increases his power. One day, after everyone left in their training trip, after saying goodbye to their previous senseis like Kakashi and Naruto, as they left in their training trips with their respective masters, and one thing more, Itachi also went with Sasuke with Orochimaru. He wanted to learn some things from Orochimaru as well, and he can keep an eye on him because of the orders of Minato. So it was okay. As for Naruto, he started to train Kakashi somewhat, as he wanted Itachi to be strong as well. So it is good. As for Obito, Naruto started to think about Obito and he was not able to save him, but it is time that he should be able to find Obito, because as far as he knows that Nagato is on his side and Obito does not have any Rinnegan to work with, so he will try to get the Rinnegan and Naruto will wait for that moment to strike, as he was waiting for Obito to come for the Rinnegan. But he knows that he will not be here just yet. He wants the Bijus to collect, and he must be making the Akatsuki. Without Nagato, it will be hard for him and he has to do all the work, so it will take some time. As for Naruto, he's spending a lot of time with Minato and his mother as he told all of them about his life, that how his previous life was, as both of them had already regained their memories of that previous life. Though they are different persons, but still they are same, but from different timeline. As they have the memories of sealing away the nine tails in their child Naruto, and then when they see towards Naruto, he does not even look that older. So Minato asks, "So Naruto, when are you going to marry?" As Naruto spit the water, no, the tea he was drinking, and said, "What?" As Minato said, "Huh, you are so young, you should marry sometimes." As Naruto started to laugh and said, "Well, father, since no one is here, I can talk with you freely. As you know, I am hundred of years old, so how can I marry now? It is so weird." As Minato said, "Well, you may be quite old in age, but still, you look the same and you have the youthfulness, and you will always remain young, so it does not matter if you marry anyone, and I'm pretty sure that people will support you because they love you more than anything." As Naruto laughed at that, "Well, I never thought of that, and I don't think that after training so much of my classmates, I want to marry any of them or anyone in village. No one actually interests me, and it is quite difficult, as my point of view and the way I think has become quite old, if you want to put it like that." As Minato said, "Well, I can understand. You are living here for a long time and you have seen a lot of things. So, you does not even think about a young person, but you are still young, Naruto. You should marry and we will help you to get married soon enough." As Kushina said, "Yeah, I will find girls for you, Naruto. Don't worry." As Naruto sweat dropped and said, "Just forget about it. Let us talk about different things." As Minato said, "So, what about what things?" As Naruto said. As Naruto sighed and said, "Well, Lord Fourth, you know, the student you had, Obito Uchiha." As Minato became serious and said, "What about it? He's dead for a long time." As Naruto sighed and said, "Well, I wanted to save him, but I was not able to do so because I was busy in war." As Minato said, "So, what about it, Naruto?" As Naruto said, "Well, you know the masked guy who attacked in previous life as well as in this reality?" As Minato said, "Yes." As Naruto said, "Well, that was Obito." As Minato was shocked. He got the memories. But nah, just scratch that because Minato already knew it was Obito. As Minato said, "So Naruto, what are you going to do about Obito?" As he knows that he was the one who attacked in previous life as well as in this one, and he's not been saved at all. He saw Obito in the fight when he was reanimated, so he had the memories of that fight as well as Kushina, who saw everything what happened, and they were making plans how to get rid of these troubles and trying to avoid the fourth great ninja war. But we know that for plot convenient, I will make the fourth great ninja war. And you know me, I made legends. But anyways, Naruto said, "Well, father, I'm pretty sure that without Nagato and the Rinnegan, Obito will have a lot of trouble, as even controlling the Akatsuki, which has been made up of the S-rank criminals, and he will try to get Rinnegan as early as possible, but for now, he will be busy gathering Akatsuki and training them. But don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on Nagato, as he is in the ambush, as well as he's a leader of Rain Village." As Naruto told him the jutsu, and he can use the paths as well to control the Rain Village as well as some of the duties he has in the Leaf Village. So, he's good with that. As Naruto always have a flying legend seal on Nagato. If any time he would be in trouble, Naruto will be able to go there. As the time passes, Naruto, future Naruto, trained Minato, Kushina, and Kakashi, and sometime trained with Gai Sensei as well, and some other Jonins to make them strong as possible. They did not knew what was actually happening, but they liked the training, so they get along with it. So they were doing well. As for Naruto, it is 2 years has passed as now it is time for the devil to arrive in the demon country as Minato saw what was happening and asked Naruto what does he knows as the army of statues started to appear out of nowhere as Naruto quickly realized what actually was happening. So he started to went there himself, told his father what was going happen in demon country as the demon Moro is trying to break the seals, and that's the reason some of the stones are started to move and converting into the soldiers as Minato gave Naruto this double strength mission and Naruto alone went there. As when he arrives, he remembered what actually happened back then. So he met with Shion. Shion had a special dojutsu related to time as she can see into the time realm. As then Naruto arrived and told them that who he actually was. Everyone there was shocked. They knew about the legend of a legendary shinobi, Naruto Uzumaki, who has fought 3 great ninja wars and feared among the shinobis like none. Even the Hashirama and Madara Uchiha were seemed to be nothing compared to him. But when they saw him, he looked like a young boy, no older than 17 to 18 years. As they asked him, how is that possible? As Naruto said, well, I have eternal youth. It is, you can say, a blessing for me. As they agreed to this because a shinobi who fought 3 great ninja wars and considered to be a legend himself must have a lot of jutsus in his scenario. As they allowed to meet Shion. Shion's mother had already died, so she was a priestess there. So Naruto arrived and he was happy to see Shion after such a long time, and he also remembers when Shion offered him to marry her. But he smiled a little after remembering all those things as he introduces himself to Shion as Shion opened her eyes to look towards Naruto as she welcomed Naruto in her, you can say, palace or whatever it is, as she explained the situation what actually was happening, and they had to go to the demon country and to the specific area where they have to seal away Moro permanently. As Naruto agreed with that, remembering what actually happened and how some of the shinobis might try to attack them. So he was ready for them all. As Shion started to get with Naruto, and Naruto told them that he can go there, and then the shinobi started to attack, the 4 ones, as Naruto was ready as he made shadow clones saving all of them, and then the fire one arrived there with a big fire. He attacked as Naruto used flying Raijin teleporting all of them far away. Naruto picked up Shion bridal style as she blushed a little even though she knows that this man is around 100 of year, but he looks so young. And Naruto quickly picked Shion bridal style and teleported away as he said, you remain here priestess, I will deal with this guy. As then Naruto went. But before Naruto go, Shion looked towards in his eyes and her dojutsu activated as she started to get some of the flashes in her mind as she started to pick her head that was now in pain. But anyways, Naruto went as all of them saw. Naruto made the shadow clones as he was flying in the air. When the shinobi saw the whisker marks and they were shocked. They know who this guy actually was, but they don't want to believe it as Naruto punched the fat one as he was sent flying. The other ones were hit by different jutsus as it was wind style Rasengan, not Rasen Shuriken, fire style Rasengan and the water style Rasengan as they were attacking, water style attacking the fire one and the others attacking their counterparts and sending them flying, but they were able to pick themselves as the one of the leaders said, who are you and why are you protecting her? Naruto said, well, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. of the hidden leaf village, and all of them were shocked. They know who this guy was, and this confirms it. They know that they cannot deal with this guy, but they have to do as they said. Now we have to retrieve. We cannot deal with him now. We shall get more power from Lord Moreau, and then we shall come. As others nodded, who were in now fear, knowing this guy, who he was, as they went off, as Naruto sighs and went to Shion, as her head was now in pain a little, but she was able to pick herself. Naruto asked what happened to her, as she said that she don't know. She has power to see into the time, as Naruto knows about it already. But she said that when she looked into the eyes of his, she started to get some flashes. As Naruto was surprised and asked her what she saw, as she told her that she saw a big monster, a white monster, and it was like a tail beast and a war going on and strange things like that. As Naruto started to think if she was seeing into the future. No. How can she see into the future when how this far? Because he know that Shion can only see somewhat far and does not have any control. So he was confused about it. But still, he decided to pick her and went to the ceiling pair. And he told the other shinobis and the people who were following Shion to be here and protect the area, as he's going with Shion and she will be safe with him. They try to question him, but Naruto looked towards them and said, "Are you guys questioning my power?" As all of them were now a little scared and shut their mouths and said, "No, we are not doubting your power. You are a legendary shinobi. We just want you to protect our priestess." As Shion said, "Don't worry. We believe in you. So I will only go with you." As all of them nodded. You know the guy, the glasses one, who tried to follow Shion. This time he did not. So lucky for him, he's not going to die. So Shion went off. Naruto did not went too far or in too much speed, because he know that those shinobis must be taken down and they will try their best, and if they went there he would have a lot of distraction, so Shion would not be able to seal that guy permanently or to defeat him just like before. So they went in low pace, you can say, and Shion was not a shinobi, so it was hard for her. So she went the same. As then they made a camp at night, as a fire and camp was made. As Shion, who was getting tired, as Naruto gave her his jacket, as Shion sometimes looked towards Naruto and blushed a little, as Naruto realized that, and he remembers when Shion asked him to marry her, as he chuckled a little and said, "So, priestess, you can stay here and rest. I shall guard you." As Shion asked him why. He is the shinobi and it is a long time. So, why is he taking missions now? There are a lot of shinobis in Leaf Village. They can do this mission. As Naruto said, well, it is a high ranking mission and it affects not only your land but also the other great shinobi worlds, and it can provoke the fourth great ninja war. As Naruto told him that he knows all about Moro and his power to control the stone and made them into an army, and he does not want that to happen or to deal with the fourth great ninja war, and that is why he is here personally. As she nodded, and then she looked into the eyes of Naruto once again as her dojutsu activated. This time Naruto noted what happened as she started to get flashes even further, as her head was now even more pain. As Naruto said, "Shion, are you okay?" As he gave her some of his chakra to heal her up, and she was able to. This time, she even got more of the flashes. As she said, Naruto asked what did she saw? As she told him that she saw a long-haired man, black, with purplish eyes on the ground, and a blonde boy crying, and some old guy floating into the air, and giving the blonde boy some powers, and I was not able to see the blonde guy face, as Naruto's eyes widened. He could not believe that. How can Shion possibly knew what was happened in his previous life? First he thought that it was the future she was seeing, the 10 tails, but now he realized that no, she was not seeing the future, she was seeing the past. Yes guys, I have take this thing like this because Shion's dojutsu allow her to see into the time, and it is most related to time. So whenever Shion looks into the eyes of Naruto, as she started to get memories of Naruto's previous life, because Naruto is a time traveler, and because of his presence, her dojutsu react to this. So that was the main reason she's getting all of this. So Naruto figured it out and asked Kurama, and Kurama explained the same thing just as I said before. So Naruto decided to avoid eye contact with her, and he knows that if he looked into her eyes one more time, she might get everything. So he's not going to do so. As then they finally rested, and then Naruto realized some of the chakras approaching him far greater than before, and he was ready. So he picked her up and placed her to a different location and placed a shadow clone there and pretended to be at a sleep as the shinobi approaches and saw that Shion was asleep as well as Naruto. So without Naruto realizing, what was that? Without Naruto even realizing, of course, Naruto was just pretending as they pick up Shion and left to kill her. As for Naruto, who opened his eyes once again, as he smiled and sent and left 3 of his shadow clones to protect Shion and went after those shinobi. After some time, they went to a safe position, ready to kill Shion, and then one of them stabbed her and then started to laugh, and then shadow clone poof away, and they were shocked as then they heard one thing, wind style Rasen Shuriken, as then a Rasen Shuriken slammed into the fat one, blowing him up as he was dead. As all 3 of them looked back to see Naruto staring at them. Now they were scared, but they were little confident because they got some of the powers from their Lord Moro, and they were ready to fight, but Naruto was also ready to defeat all of them. As then they attacked Naruto, but it was only one-sided fight. As then just when they were about to grab Naruto, 3 shadow clones climbed up to them, and then all of them exploded. One of them lightning clone to the water element user, as the fire style to the wind one, as different elements, and these clones exploded into lightning, fire and different things as they were now on the ground. As then Naruto make a big lava style Rasen Shuriken, destroying and killing all of them, and these people are dead. And now only he had to seal away Moro, as he quickly went there to see that Shion was already sleeping. So he started to rest as well. Next day, both of them were ready to went there, as Naruto used his flying Raijin to went there as quickly as possible, as he did not want his secrets to be revealed just yet. As he finally reaches the cave, as he saw that, the guy who made all those things and did the operation on himself to combine with Moro, yeah, he had already done it in this time, and the army of the stones were there, as Naruto used the multi-shadow clone jutsu, as an army of Naruto was made who were all in KCM and started to fight off with this army. As for Naruto, he went into the cave with Shion, as Shion was ready to seal away Moro permanently. As then the Moro within the body of that strange guy arrived, as then Naruto started to fight with him, but he was still mentally linked with Shion, telling him that how she was a loser and she would never be able to seal him away. So Shion did the same as she did in the main timeline, as she was now going downward and crying, but Naruto already knew what happened, so he did the same and caught her hands and then pulled her upward, picking her bridal style, and flew out of the way, saving her. As she did the same, the Rasengan and her magic or chakra, whatever, sealed Moro permanently. As then, now both of them were in the air as Shion looked directly into the eyes of Naruto, who for a moment forgot what he had to do. As then, her dojutsu activated, and then this time, she got everything. Yes, guys, Shion got the full memories of Naruto, what actually happened in his past life, and how he traveled back in time, and what he did, as her head was now in pure pain, as Naruto knew what happened, but he had to save her anyways, as he used his chakra to save her life, but he cannot make her forget all of these things. And when she finally woke up, she knows what actually happened, and she looked towards Naruto, and sorrow could be seen in her eyes as she now realized how much suffering Naruto actually go through, even though now he has his parents, but still he has to wait for 100 years and see his friends, his family to die in front of his eyes. As well as the fourth great ninja war, she saw everything. As she said, I'm sorry Naruto, you has to go all of this. I know, I remember now everything what actually happened in your past life, and you are a time traveler. As Naruto sighs and said, well, I did not knew that you could have gotten all of that in one glance. As she said, well, my dojutsu is like this. As Naruto said, well, I know about it. So, what are you going to do about it, Shion? Are you going to tell anyone? And Shio said, no, I will not tell anyone. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. As Naruto said, smiled and said, I know, I can trust you. As Naruto said, well, the mission is over. And this army, as they saw that, the stone army was already broken into pieces. As then, Naruto said, okay, I shall left you to your palace, as he grabbed her hand as she blushed a little, and then they flying Raijin away into her house as all the town was celebrating. Naruto wanted to leave for his village, but Shion told him that he should stay for some time as these people are safe because of him, and last time he did not stay much, so it would be okay if he stay now. As Naruto agreed to this, as it was a great party, Naruto enjoyed, as Shion wanted him to stay for some days, as Naruto agreed with that. So one day, Shion approaches Naruto, and Naruto was sitting and looking towards sky as Shion arrived and sit beside him. And Naruto said, "Oh, Shion, so what are you doing here?" As Shion said, "Well, Naruto," while blushing, "you know that last time in your previous life I asked you about marriage?" As Naruto, as she stuttered a little, as Naruto said, "Well, Shion, I do remember. Well, I was a fool back then, so sorry about those things." As Shion blushed and said, "Well, Naruto, I always loved you. Even when you left, I never forgot about you. And after getting all those memories, I have those feelings once again for you." As Naruto said, "Well, Shion, my present self is already dating a girl." As Shion said, "No, not for him, but for you." As Naruto was shocked, as he said, "Shion, you do know that I have already lived over 100 years, and originally I'm an old man now, and you are still young. So why go in this path?" As Shion said, "I know that, but I don't care. Many people started to hate me in this life as well because I could tell when they will die. So they decided to hate me, and these things I don't care. Even if you are 100-year old, I still love you, and I want to be with you." Before Naruto can say anything, she hugged Naruto in a tight grip, as Naruto was now speechless. As then Naruto was pulled into his mindscape, and the nine Bijus was now looking towards him. As Naruto said, "So why do you guys summon me?" As Kurama said, "Well, kid, it's been a time since you have arrived there, and you are so alone lately. So you should be with that girl." As Naruto said, "What are you talking about, Kurama? You know that how old I am." As Kurama said, "Do you know how old I am?" As Naruto said, "Well, I do know actually." As Kurama said, "That's beside the point, kid. You are a friend of a fox, a demon fox, and the bijus who are actually thousands of years old. So why can't you marry a girl as you are a young guy, even though you are old about age, but still you will always remain young whenever you want and will never look any different than this. So why are you pushing that girl away? You are so alone lately, and I will not let you to break her heart once again. I do remember that when last time she proposed you and you said no. As this time I will not let you, as all the bijus agree with Kurama. Naruto wanted to argue, but he cannot say anything as he opened his eyes back, looking into the purplish eyes of Shion, and before he could say anything, Shion arrived forward and kissed him on lips as Naruto was totally speechless. But he gave in the kiss, and both of them finally together are together. Okay guys, here I will left this part. Hope you guys like it, and I hope that you guys will support this ship as well, because many people suggested me that ship should be what was her name again, Anko or Kuranai, because but I don't think that that will make any sense, but this will make a lot of sense. As when you see many movies like what was the name of that movie? I don't remember. It was a movie of a guy who was a vampire actually, and went to universities and met with a girl, and he was actually hundreds of years old, but he was still able to marry a young girl. So I think that that will not disturb you a lot, and I hope that you guys will not comment against it. So but still ship is this, and you guys have to just agree with that. So without any more sayings, I'm lefting this part here, and the like goal for the next part is whatever the likes you guys can give. Anyways, peace.